Hey guys, I am going to do a super quick tutorial of how I do, like, I call it the cool girl wave. And right now my hair with my extensions, I always wear my hair curly so they look kind of wild when it's straight. But I don't really care because, again, I only wear my hair curly, so it doesn't really affect me. And I have naturally curly hair, so my first step is always to touch up my little baby hairs with a flat iron. And I like to do this before I curl because then as the curling iron goes on top of it, it's not like affecting anything, you know? Okay, I had a timer go off. Okay, so bang area is done. I'm actually a little bit in a hurry at the moment, so I'm gonna be using a 1 1/4 inch Fabulous Pro curling iron, and I normally would use a 1 inch. I have like a 1 inch Hot Tools iron that I love. I'll link both below for reference, but this is what I have today because I procrastinated, to be honest, and now I'm running late, but I wanted to still film this. So if you have extensions, this is a really important first step, is just to run your iron over to get them to blend. And then you want to spin and hold. See, I've only wrapped it around once, and then I release the clamp a little bit, and then you want to twist it while it's still on the iron and go down to make the straight end. If you feel like this is too difficult or like you're getting used to it, don't focus too much on the end. Focus on keeping your barrel vertical rather than horizontal, because vertical curls create a wave, whereas horizontal curls create volume. So yeah. It's a little hard to tell while I'm doing these back ones, but the important thing in creating more of the wave too is when you're pulling it out, you want to be twisting the iron and then straightening the ends. These bottom layers don't have as much weight because you really won't see them as much, you know? So I wouldn't like stress about these too much. This is usually the quicker layer that I do. And I feel like there's always one side of your hair that's a little bit harder to do than the other. For me, it is my right side, which I feel like doesn't make sense because I'm right-handed, but it is what it is, you know? But yeah, you can probably tell even just from that, like I just don't have as good of a grasp, and like I don't like that, so I'm gonna redo it. There we go. So you want it to kind of look like, I also feel like this one didn't curl right. You want it to kind of look like flat to begin with, because when you open up the curls, that's when they'll get like more body. There we go. And I usually keep my iron on the highest setting with turbo. I would recommend that you start with a lower setting, because, or at least practice with a lower setting so that you aren't burning off your hair. Yeah. Or even practice just with your iron off. But once you get comfortable, the higher the setting, the faster that you can go through the curls. Like, you won't have to hold it as long. So there's an advantage there. And I'm also holding a little bit longer because I have extension hair in the mix. So don't like count out how many seconds I'm holding and use that as a model. Don't do it. I don't want you to burn off your hair. And I'll be honest, like, my curls don't turn out exactly how the curls I do on my clients, if you're here from my hair page, and that's just because I can't get the exact same angle. I don't have nearly as much practice curling my own hair because I really curl my hair once a week, and then that's the style that I'm wearing because I only shampoo once a week. So, I mean, just practice and you'll get better. No one's perfect. Just totally hit myself in the head with my iron if you didn't catch that. And then it also helps if you have another mirror so that you can see what's going on in the back of your head so it doesn't look ridiculous. And for me, you can alternate the direction that your curls are going. It looks a little bit more polished if you don't. And I found that if you don't alternate the direction of the curls, it does look a little bit better in pictures. Because it makes your hair look fuller. Sorry, I'm like grabbing hair from all sides. Like sweating. Yeah, and today, you know, I don't need it to be perfect. I'm just going to work and then I'm streaming. So I'm taking pretty big sections, and I also just want them to be randomized because I don't want to curl just one extension piece and have it feel like lonely out there, you know? Because you never want your your individual extensions to just be like in a curl by themselves. Like you can see right here, I have two different extensions that are going to be in this one curl. Okay, I'm like literally sweating so much. It's not good. Next really important thing before you break up any curls is product. I like to use the Paul Mitchell Spray Wax, and I do a little bit of that. And then I've been really loving Pulp Riot Los Angeles. And this is like a Tosseline hairspray, basically. I mean, I don't think it's technically a hairspray. I think it's a texture spray, but I use it as hairspray. And I definitely do the white girl hair flip. And then I just brush it out a little. And then I see what needs to be touched up. For me right now, since I'm in a rush, everything looks pretty good. I feel like this bang area isn't really blended because I'm actually usually wearing my bang, my part in the middle. So I'm just gonna grab my iron, do a little touch up. For me, it's easier to hold the iron this way rather than to pull it because this is, again, not my good side for my iron. But yeah, there it is. I like hair that's not perfect. So I feel like this is good for me. I don't know at all if we're like in frame or focus, but yeah. So this is good for me though. And I'm gonna get out of here because I'm about to be late to work. Bye. One more thing, if you want me to do any other tutorials, I want to do a braiding series of just like simple stuff, you know, whatever. Let me know in the comments below, and I go live on Twitch every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so come hang out. Okay, bye.